What's up, guys? I have a huge announcement to make today. So, we got a little teaser from the Takara Tomy website the other day that there was going to be a new Zoids announcement going to be made soon. We got this nice new Z logo. Everything looked really cool. And you know how you talk about something enough and it tends to happen. I know the Rooster Teeth guys made a joke about that with people dying. If they talk about it enough, it tends to happen. Fortunately, I didn't predict anybody dying. But I did predict something indirectly. So, literally just last night, I uploaded the final episode of the Zoids versus 1 Let's Play. And I was saying to Michelle, my girlfriend, as we were walking out to the street together, I said, man, this sucks because now I have no more Zoids games to Let's Play. And I don't know which ones I'm going to try to go after in the future. Literally immediately after I say that, this announcement had been made public online. So we have a brand new Zoids property coming out in 2018. It's going to be called Zoids Wild. It's going to be a brand new anime series and a brand new manga with a toy line to go with it as well. So the information we got from the Takara Tomy website, so we had a little PV that briefly showed off the history of Zoids, as well as a brief snippet of the new Liger and the new rival type Zoid, which appears to be a raptor type that has blades very similar to the Rev Raptor. And one thing that we can immediately notice about these new Zoids is their striking new design, first of all, and the fact that they're much smaller in terms of scale than the Zoids that we're used to, and the pilots actually ride exposed on the back of them as opposed to securely safe within a cockpit. So it's a very radically different design, and I, to be perfectly honest, I don't know if I much care for that. I don't like the exposed riders, and I'm kind of torn about the designs of these. We'll talk about that more later. So we have the new Liger, which is going to be called the Wild Liger, I believe, and then we have a couple of other Zoids that have been announced. So if we look at the model kit line, this is the first licensed Takara Tomy Zoids model kit line since Genesis, so since 2006. So it's been 12 years since we had a new Zoids anime and a new line of motorized kits. So in the meantime, all we had is the Kotobukiya HMMs and the Modeler Spirit series, which are both fantastic, and I highly recommend them. And I hope that the Kotobukiya license continues to thrive, because there are many Zoids that I would still love to see made as HMMs, including but not limited to the Koenig Wolf. Fingers crossed, if you're listening, Kotobukiya, please make the Koenig Wolf HMM. But anyway, so if we look at the rest of the new Zoids that are coming out, we have a large, what looks like the Ultrasaurus, and then we have a couple of insect types. We have an alligator, and we have a tortoise. I think the Liger and the Liger, the Raptor, and the tortoise look okay, and I'm actually not too much against the Ultrasaurus looking one. But the other ones, I'm sorry, they look honestly kind of ugly. And all of these Zoids appear to suffer from what we call, Biozoid syndrome from the Genesis era, which was essentially they come mostly pre-built and you just have armor that you attach to them. So in terms of build quality as a model kit, they're somewhat subpar. But we got some new images as to what the model kits are going to look like. So we got a brief glimpse of one of the boxes, and we noticed that the parts come in little baggies instead of on the frames that you snap them off of, like the classic model kits and like the Kotobukiya HMMs. So essentially what you have, again, is a model kit that comes in a bag, and from what it looks like, it actually does have a fair degree of build quality in spite of the fact that it's an exoskeleton with armor attached to it. And I'm not that big a fan of the design. I'm honestly really torn, especially when looking at the Liger, from just being like, wow, this is the sickest looking thing I've ever seen, to saying, wow, it's actually kind of ugly. So I'm kind of torn, and again, I'm not that big of a fan of riding the cockpits on the exterior. And the brief glimpse we got of the two new pilots, the main character and a rival character, it screams of like kids shonen anime style. It looks very Yu-Gi-Oh!, very Card Fight Vanguard, very like that kind of style, and I don't know that I'm very keen on that. I think what most of the fans would have liked to have seen would have been a more dark and mature, more grounded in reality style Zoid, or something more similar to what we've gotten with many of the Gundam series in the last several years, like maybe just a revival of an older storyline told with better animation and better production qualities, sort of like the Gundam Unicorn of Zoids. That would be really cool. But we'll have to see what happens. Again, the anime's not out yet. We haven't even seen really any dialogue or any of the other Zoids. We've just got a brief snippet, and hopefully this will be due out later this year, and I'm very, very excited about it. But the biggest thing that sticks out to me the most is in addition to the anime and manga, we're also getting a Nintendo Switch video game tie-in to go with it. So you guys know what that means. Another Zoids Let's Play as soon as it comes out. And I doubt that this game will be English localized unless the anime gets English localized, and even then I kind of doubt that it will be. But I will definitely get my hands on the Japanese Switch version, and depending on, I mean, it really will depend on what type of gameplay it has, will determine if I decide to do an LP of it or not, but I would really love to. And so that's pretty much all the news we have right now. I'm definitely looking forward to Zoids Wild. Let me know what you guys think, or if you have any info you'd like to share. And for more updates about Zoids, whether it be model kits, video games, or the new Zoids Wild series, continue to check out my channel for more information.